Randy Steidl knows he will always be thought of as that guy, the man once linked to the murders of Dyke and Karen Rhodes. But now, some 26 years later, Steidl is a free man, but far from free of the social stigma the man might never shake in the eyes of some. News 10's Brent Frazier sat down with Steidl this afternoon. Brent, you say Randy Steidl is still adjusting to life in the real world.
Indeed he is, Mark. Randy Steidl's moved away from his past in Paris and Edgar County. And even though the courts have wiped the blood from his hands, Randy Steidl knows there's an invisible label he will always wear.
You be good? Come on.
Randy Steidl's a man of modest living. At 61 years old, he's putting down roots outside Charleston, Illinois, in a humble house that sits right on the highway. Not exactly glamorous digs for the man, now a millionaire, as of just last week. But it's small consolation for Steidl.
No amount of money in the world is going to make up for the fact that they stole a third of my life.
Steidl was just awarded $3.5 million by a federal court, a settlement stemming from his civil rights lawsuit. The Coles County home Steidl bought is small, but it works for him. He'll tell you it's the Taj Mahal, considering the small box Steidl lived in for 18 years.
I'm sitting there in that cage on my first day on death row wondering, how in the hell did this happen?
What happened was a courtroom conviction for the 1987 brutal murders of newlyweds Dyke and Karen Rhodes of Paris, Illinois, Steidl's hometown. His conviction was tossed out. Steidl was exonerated by a federal court and released from prison in May 2004. But Randy Steidl still drags around the label of convicted felon.
You can check a background check on me and it will show. I was arrested in 1987 for a double murder. I was convicted, sentenced to death row. In 1999, I was resentenced to life without parole. And in 2004, the federal courts, on my federal habeas corpus petition, ordered a new trial or my release. They released me, case dismissed, but that's still on my record.
Steidl's formal request for expungement currently sits on the desk of Pat Quinn, the third Illinois governor, Steidl says, to do absolutely nothing with Steidl's paperwork. This father of two, granddad of four, continues to fight for his once squeaky clean image. In the meantime, a double murder case goes unsolved, and two families continue to lack closure.
I don't know who killed Dyke and Karen Rhodes. I wish I did.
Despite Randy Steidl's release, some victims' family members are still convinced he was the mastermind in these double murders. Dyke Rhodes' stepmother told me off camera this afternoon the state of Illinois made a big mistake when it released Randy Steidl. Mark.
Thank you, Brent.